It's football season. It's the home stretch of the Major League Baseball regular season as well. But do not forget about the WNBA home stretch with the playoffs on the horizon continues. We've got less than 10 games remaining in the 40-game regular season in the WNBA. So let's look at where the odds are at this moment. The New York Liberty, still the best team in the league, with a short price now in front of the Aces, plus 125. And, Donnie, that's a story because the Aces were the favorites entering this year, the two-time reigning WNBA champs. Even after we got back from the long All-Star and Olympic break, the Aces and the Liberty were co-favorites at plus 155. Now New York well in front.
And they should be at this point now, right? Now, granted, the best player in the WNBA does reside on the Las Vegas Aces, and that's going to go a long way to determining who's going to win the championship. But if we're just looking at the regular season and who's having the better regular season and deserving to be the favorite, it's the Liberty. 27-6 on the season, 8-2 in their last 10 games. They have been the most consistent team from start to finish during the season, and it was only a matter of time before they overtook the Aces. And quite frankly, maybe they wouldn't, but the Aces at 20-12 now, 6 games back technically here in the loss column of the Liberty. There's no way you can make the Aces still the leaders here. Now, granted, as I said, playoffs are coming up, things do change, but it's got to be the Liberty. They're the better team.
Sure, and I would agree with that. There's no doubt about it. New York, 27 wins, but the Aces, one of 5 teams right now that have clinched a playoff spot as well. Only one team has more than 25 wins, 25 or more, and it is the Liberty. The Aces got off to a slow start following the Olympic break. They were 1-3, but now they've won 3 of their last 4, including on Sunday against Phoenix, in which A'ja Wilson scored 41 points and had 17 boards. It was her second time in about a 6-day span where she put up 40-plus. I still think the Aces are going to be there at the end of the road. But the biggest movement we have seen, DRS, on Kaitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever. Now a 19-1 price. It is 6th best around the W. 23-1 before the season got underway. On Sunday, Indiana, a big victory. Now 17-16 this season, snapping a WNBA record of 189 games in a row of playing with a losing record. Indiana above 500 for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, paying off top draft picks, playing good basketball for your team. Who would have thought that? And by the way, getting that rest and not actually going to the Olympics was big for the Fever. They're now sitting winners of 4 straight games, 8-2 in their last 10, as you pointed out. Now over 500, in command of a playoff spot. And it feels like this is one of those teams that if you're at the top of the standings, do you think you're better? Liberty, Sun, Lynx. Yes, you do, but you don't really want to mess around with the Fever because there's one person that could get cooking behind that arc. That's Kaitlin Clark. You want to watch out for that. But I'm impressed by the Fever, playing in front of packed houses on a night-to-night basis and playing their best basketball late in the season. Love to see that.
Absolutely so. So the Fever, one of 6 teams above 500 again last year in the 12-team WNBA league, with 8 of them making the postseason. Only 4, just half, had a winning record. It looks like 6 will have that now. By the way, the Fever have won 4 straight, 6 of 7 since the All-Star break. And Kaitlin Clark, 31 points against fellow rookie and the Chicago Sky on Friday, that being Angel Reese. The odds off the board. Do not listen to anybody that says the Rookie of the Year battle is still outstanding. Kaitlin Clark has won the award. She had 28 points in 12 dimes against the Dallas Wings on Sunday. She has the 3rd best price to win the WNBA MVP award, although A'ja Wilson, a hefty favorite to get that done, and rightfully so. A playoff preview tonight out in Connecticut. The Seattle Storm taking on the Connecticut Sun. A 4.5-point spread in favor of the Sun. Connecticut, 2nd best record in the WNBA at 24-8.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to go with the Sun in this one. Home court advantage is a big deal. -4.5, you figure. If they're up late in that game, salted away for the couple free throws. But you're right. The Sun, 24-8, taking on the Storm, 19-13. Should be a good one here, but I'll lean towards the Sun at home in Connecticut.
Couple of point props to pay attention to. Dejanay Carrington, over 12.5 would be an area I look. The other games on this Tuesday night slate, again, the Aces rounding into form. They take on Chicago tonight in Las Vegas. Bad taste in Vegas's mouth, I would guess, because it was the final game before the All-Star break as a double-digit favorite Chicago came in there and won outright. The Mercury now a game below 500, trying to get back on track against the Atlanta Dream, who are tied with Chicago for an 11-21 record, battling for that 8th and final spot. The Mystics and the Wings round out the slate tonight.